Last Cloudia TV Express.
Welcome and thank you for joining us for the Last Cloudia TV Express Collab special. My name is Kit. I am Last Cloudia's PR guy and localization lead. It's great to be with you this evening to celebrate the newest tie-in with a popular and long-running game series that I know many of you will know and love.
Yeah. Hello guys, I'm Knacky, producer of Last Cloudia. Nice to see you all. And?
Alright, how's everyone doing today? Martin here. I'll be chiming off the screen today as per usual.
As you may know, Last Cloudia TV Express streams are a leaner version of the long format Last Cloudia TV streams. Today we will be sharing exciting information about the big Tales of Series collab scheduled to kick off in Last Cloudia from January 23rd, maintenance Pacific time. I know that you're going to want to stick around until the very end.
Yeah.
And just go ahead and chat for a moment and say, Edgar Vegas, hello, welcome.
Yeah, hello.
You as well.
Thank you.
See, level 99 Red Mage says Tails with 3 hearts. Some love it. And what else do we have here? Yeah, we have a hello to you, Knacky-san.
Hey, hello.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
How do you read that name?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't want to mangle it too bad, but it looks like it's Vrishka Ramadan. So hello, Vrishka.
Yeah.
Michael De Leon as well gives us a hey. Hey, Michael. And Epic Tetsu. Henry Wynn. Oh, hey, I miss you too, buddy. All right, it's great to see you, Mars Wonderboy. Boogie Thug Rose, thank you. Henry Wynn, thank you all for being with us today. Many veteran players of Last Cloudia will be aware that this is actually Last Cloudia's second time collabing with the Tales of series.
Yeah.
The first collab was, believe it or not, can you believe it?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the way back in November of 2022. It feels like just yesterday that we held this tie-in. So it's hard to believe that a couple of years have passed already.
Oh my.
2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Feels like last year.
Yeah, it does not feel like that long ago. For those of you who are not already familiar with this widely loved franchise, let's go ahead and take a look at what the Tales of series is all about. All right, let's see that slide.
Yeah.
The Tales of series is an RPG series developed by Bandai Namco Entertainment Incorporated. It is a game series all about adventure in fantasy worlds and overcoming obstacles through friendship and determination. During your journey, you will meet with a cast of endearing characters, bonding with them against wind and tide to accomplish your destiny and write your own tale. The Tales of series covers a wide range of items, including home video games, apps, fan events, goods, and animations. It has cumulatively shipped more than 25 million games throughout its lifespan, and it's still producing new stories. So, note that while this is a Redux collab, there will naturally be new arcs and new units. Who is everyone in the chat expecting? Let me go ahead and see.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, what do we have here? Someone wants read or die. Give me the details of Luke and Stan insights, please. All right, well, we will have those coming for you later on. But Milo Maxwell.
Yeah.
All right,
Very
Asbel.
popular choice.
Alphen. Okay, Red Herschel. Velvet. Judith.
Yeah.
All right.
Oi.
Well, we have a bunch of theories, but let's go ahead now and take a look at our arc and unit video in this trailer. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
Here goes.
傲慢、精霊も大魔師も食らい尽くす。最悪のクーマだ。食らい尽くすファランクスレイド、ナイトメアクロー。容赦しない。ここが地獄ならさらにそこまで付き合いな。泥まで食らえ、インパルスディザイア。どんなに苦しくて悲しくても私はこの復讐をやり遂げる。利用できるものは利用する。目的のためならね。この程度で止まるわけにはいかない。ラストクラウディアコラボ開催。
Hey, so as you just saw in that video, appearing this time around are
Yeah,
Velvet
awesome.
Crow from Tales of Berseria and the Arc Compass. Let's kick things off with a closer look at Velvet Crow. Can we get her slide on screen? So, what sort of character is Velvet? Let me tell you. Before, Velvet was an unassuming girl with a very friendly personality, rich sensibility, and love for her family. But this changed completely after an incident that occurred 3 years ago. Now her smile has all but disappeared, replaced by the cold emotions of anger and hatred. Suppressing her natural gentleness and consumed by an icy passion, she will soon shake the world. Let's get her abilities back on screen. Violet Crow is a dual-wielding dark physical attacker. She deals big bursts of critical damage and packs a Therianized buff that, when active, hits all foes with anti-type physical attacks. Now to zoom in on her traits. Vengeance. Dual wielding with a sword or claw boosts Velvet Crow's physical and special damage. And just once, she's able to survive lethal damage and restore her HP, skill SCT, and special gauge. For this reason, Vengeance is a trait that's able to help turn the tables in a sticky situation. Next is Therian. When using Skill 1, Consuming Claw, it's possible to give the unit a Therianized buff. While this buff is active, the unit's HP will continually drop, which is a disadvantage indeed, but it is one that is offset by the anti-type effect active against all enemies, and a damage cap boost for the cherry on top of a powerful trait. Next come the skills and special. The special is Impulse Desire, the strongest Mystic Artes in the original Tales of Berseria. You can see we also have Consuming Claw, Phalanx Raid, and Nightmare Claw as skills. Next, let's check out the unit's learnable skills. These include Important Things, Daemon's Arm, Laphicet's Support, Constant Combatant, and I'm Just Living the Way I See Fit. In addition, this unit is able to learn many new abilities that boost critical damage and damage caps. Now we'll look over her 6-star enhancement skills. You can see that we have a variety of Transcend skills here, including Transcend, Boost Critical Damage, Critical Breakthrough, Critical Up, Claw Mastery, SCT Recovery Speed Boost, Anti-Type Boost, and Physical Damage Taken minus 20%. You can see that here too, the focus is on criticals. So, right on the heels of our unit comes something else,
Yeah.
and that is the LR Arc Compass.
All right.
When you think of Tales of Berseria, a sailing ship and compass may just come to mind. The various characters' concerns of steering their own ships are depicted here in this forceful and bracing navigation scene. Okay, so yeah, this is really Barlene, isn't this? This artwork is amazing, right?
Yeah, you see the whole group here.
Yeah, you see
Yeah.
the whole group, and you know, as I just said in the comments there, this really is so, you know, sailing ship is just so symbolic of the game as well.
Entire, I mean the entire scene of the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you play the Tales of Berseria game, you probably recognize like a scene like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now let's check out the Arc's abilities. This Arc is a great fit for dual-wield attackers able to equip swords and claws. Now let's check out the Arc trait. It reads, Sword equipped, physical attack damage plus 30%. Claw equipped, critical rate plus 5%. Sword and Claw equipped, SCT recovery speed plus 10%. When close to death, very greatly restore HP once per wave. When defeating an enemy, boost physical attack damage cap. Max 5,000 physical damage cap at 5 enemies defeated, boost not reset each wave. There are also a variety of new learnable skills which include Laffy's Healing, Gauntlet Battle Blade Technique, and Shadow Rush. Gauntlet Blade Battle Technique provides yet another damage boost for units able to equip swords and claws. Next comes our look at the 100% Arc Ether Reward. The 100% Arc Ether Reward is a 6-star accessory. This features a trait that makes it easier for the equipper to fire off the powerful but typically slow to charge Skill 3 right after battle kicks off. If following that, let's check out the new unit and arc scheduled to come out in the later half of the event, Bear in mind though that we aren't able to share the abilities just yet. So in the comments, let me check, who are you expecting for the second half unit?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a huge roster of characters from
Yeah.
the entire Tales of series, right?
いっぱいいるからね、作品がね。
Yeah. Let's see, looks like we have a lot of people guessing Reed,
Really,
Yeah.
Asbel,
Asbel,
and
Alphen.
Alphen.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for those guesses. To see how right you were, let's go ahead and roll our second half trailer.
All right, let's go.
できると信じて命がけでやるんだ。でなきゃ何かを変えるなんて永遠にできない。
So there we have it. That's right. From January 30th Pacific Time, the character Alphen from Tales of Arise will appear in Last Cloudia. Okay. Yes, Michael De Leon says, "Yo, I called it." Erebus, yes. Fire Unit Alphen. Yeah, Boogie Thug Rose says, "Oh my God."
Oh my god.
Yeah, let's go Iron Mask, says Wark. All right. So for those of you who are not familiar, let me give you a quick rundown of who Alphen is. A young man from Dana who lives as a slave in Calagia. He has lost his sense of pain and his past memories, including his own name. On account of his mysterious face cover, he is called the Iron Mask. Though enraged by the plight of the Danan people, he is unsure of what to do, until he meets a young woman from Reina, Shion. His interests accord with this would-be overthrower of the lords, and the two act in unison to liberate Dana. So as you can see, the first half of the collab will feature Velvet Crow, while the second half will feature none other than Alphen. Okay. If you would, Knacky, tell us why it is that you chose this collab.
No, OK。一旦ジャパニーズ。
Yeah, go ahead and I'll interpret after you.
あ、OK。テイルズ・オブ・シーズは本当にね、今コメントしてくれている通り、本当に魅力的なキャラクターが多くてね、どれ追加するかっていうのは本当に迷いましたと。で、でもやっぱこう初回のコラボが、スタン、ルーク、ユーリと3人男性で、剣のユニットだったので、やっぱりこう女性でこうゴーマシを使う、ベルベットは今回ぜひ入れたかったなと。あとは最新作品のアルフェンですね。非常にかっこよかったので、これはぜひねドットで表現していきたいと思って。Alright,
so the Tales of series is packed with charming characters, and the Last Cloudia team found it a big challenge to choose which characters to include in this collab. During the first time that the Tales of Collab was held, the units available were Stan, Luke, and Yuri. Since all three were male, we definitely wanted to include Velvet this time around, and her Daemon arm really packs a visual punch as well. In addition to being the main character for the newest entry in the series, Alphen is already just all around cool, as many of you in the comments were saying. And we wanted to make an even cooler version in pixel art form.
なんか本当にね、ロイドとかアスベルとか
Yeah.
多いけど、ベルベットとアルフェンちょっと喜んでくれてるようで嬉しいですね。
Yeah. But yeah, there are, certainly we're all very happy that, you seem to be happy with the choices of Velvet and Alphen.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, next up is the arc that will appear in part 2 of the collab. Let's get it on screen now. The arc that we're looking at now is named Crown Contest. Did you notice that the illustration for this arc is displayed at the very end of the trailer that we saw just a few minutes ago? In Tales of Arise, the Crown Contest is a competition between the 5 lords to determine who is the greatest ruler of them all. The arc depicts a remarkable scene in which there is an epic confrontation between Alphen and company, journeying to defeat all 5 lords, and Lord Volron, who rules over his subjects with terror. The arc appears in the second half of the collab. I don't know, don't you all think that this artwork is pretty cool? Yeah, I see Epic Tetsu is saying artwork with a big heart and some fire.
Yeah, that's, the tension before the huge battle, right?
Yeah. Chinho Bei in the chat says, Arc 2 is beautiful. Wow, awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. I am right on the same page with you there.
Yeah.
So, Barlene, how about you?
Yeah, it's very exciting. You can see the whole party there. Provided you don't get to play the whole party in this game.
Yeah.
But you'll recognize the scene if you play Tales of Arise.
Certainly. Yeah, abilities for Alphen and Crown Contest will be shared on social media once we're able to do that, so go ahead and keep checking in. Next, we'd like to provide a special sneak preview of Velvet Crow to everyone in the chat. Do note that since this is a development build of the game, it is subject to change. So if you would, Knacky-san, go ahead and lead the way.
Okay, during this segment, I'll be explaining things myself and have kids here interpret for me.
Yep, I'll be interpreting
Okay.
after Knacky-san gives the explanation in Japanese.
Okay, じゃあやっていきましょう。
Okay, let's go ahead and do this.
ちょっと短いかもしれないけど、ローディングに彼が出ます。
Yeah, you can see on the loading screen, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little bit short, but
Yeah, rapid.
yeah, we got Lappy.
Okay. はい。じゃあまずは移動してみま
Okay,
しょう
let's go ahead and look around at Velvet's
ベルベットだ
motion.
ね。Yeah. Okay. じゃあ通常攻撃。
Okay, let's go ahead and check out her regular attack.
蹴りの攻撃ですね。
You can see it is a kick attack.
で特技1ですけど、これは、その場から飛び込んでの攻撃です。
Okay, so skill 1 is a leaping attack from the place that the character is originally at.
これ使うと、このバフがつきます。
Yeah, and you can see that when you use this, you have the Therianized buff.
これがベルベットを強力にしていくバフです。
Yeah, so that buff is one that makes Velvet more powerful.
で特技2を使ってみます。
Okay, let's go ahead and check out skill number 2.
特技2はある程度近づいてからの範囲攻撃ですね。
Okay, so skill number 2 is a wide area attack that occurs after you move in a little bit toward the enemy.
でやっぱりこう特技1を使ってバフがついてるとダメージが強力になるので、特技1を使って特技2を使うみたいな、そういう戦い方が強力で
Yeah,
す。
so when you have the Therianized buff, the character's skill attacks get even stronger. So what you want to do in terms of order is first use skill number 1 and then follow that up with skills number 2 or 3. Okay,
じゃあ特技3いきます。
let's go ahead and check out skill number 3.
特技3も、ある程度近づいてから飛び込んでメインですね。
Okay, so this is a combo attack that occurs after the character moves in just a little bit.
Yeah. でこんな感じで特技1を交えながらコンボを使って
So you can, yeah, use the combos and just assume some more damage.
コンボを使って楽しめる。
Yeah, you can just enjoy the combos.
いやいや。Okay, じゃあ超必殺技。
Oh, let's go ahead and fight off the special. Love it, very splashy animation.
青さん。
Oh, where you can really see her Daemon claw, right? The Daemon arm.
かっこいい。
Yeah, it's very cool.
はい。ベルベットはこんな感じですけど、まあ先ほどね紹介してもらった通り、まずクリティカルが非常に強力な演技です。
Yeah, and that about does it for Velvet, but as we mentioned a moment ago, you can see that her criticals are really extremely strong.
いや、あとまあ特に1ですけど、空マカバフが非常に特徴的な。
And skill 1's Therianized buff is one that's particularly strong and really differentiates her as a unit.
あとは空マカバフつけた時にダメージ受けるんだけど、そこまで大きいダメージはないんですよね。
And when you give yourself the Therianized buff, you do take a little bit of damage, but it's not all that much.
いやいや。まあ HP は気をつける必要はあるんだけど、まあそこはね、そこまで気にせずに多分特にものすごく使えるかなと思います。
Yeah, so although you do need to be aware of her HP, it's not so much that it really is going to interfere with your ability to use the skill in a fun way.
いや。はい。じゃあ、ベルベットの紹介に関しては以上になりますかね。Okay, that wrap our on-screen demonstration.
All right, yes, thank you a bunch for that.
Yeah.
So now let's go ahead and take a look at the gacha schedule. Can we get that slide up on screen?
Right.
All right, thank you for that. Here we can see the schedule. First off, the collab goes live on January 23 and runs for 3 weeks until February 12, Pacific time. From week 1 of the collab, which starts after January 23 maintenance, the unit Velvet Crow and the LR Arc Compass will appear. From week 2, which starts after January 30th maintenance, the unit Alphen and the LR Arc Crown Contest will be available. All will be available in pick-up and step-up gachas. At the end of the final step-up lap, the unit is guaranteed. The units and arcs that appeared during the previous iteration of this collab will also be making a return in the Redux gacha entitled The Tales of Series Redux Choose Pickup Gacha. This is a new type of gacha in which it is possible to select one Redux unit and one Redux arc that you would like to put on Raid Up. The available selections include Stan Aileron, Luke von Fabra, and Yuri Lowell. The arcs include Ultra Chronos, Battle of Elderont, and Brave Vesperia. If you are missing any of these units or arcs and want to pick up any of them, be sure to take a look. There's really no better chance than this. Do be sure to note that the medals available in New Units Gacha are divided into Part 1 and Part 2 and are not shared. Collab credentials are similarly split up into a Part 1 and a Part 2. Rates for rate-up units and arcs are typically 0.8% or 0.5%. However, in the Tales of Series Redux Choose Pickup Gacha, rates are higher at 1.2%.
All right, thanks for that. Do you need a drink of water?
I definitely do, thank you.
Yeah, just to mention that the Tales of Series Redux Choose a Pickup Gacha. Yeah, there's only one gacha for the Redux units, but you can choose whichever unit and whichever arc you want to own rate up, and the rate is higher than the usual rate we have. So yeah, considering if you remember, like the first time we gave out a ticket that you can get either of the unit, right? Considering that a lot of people have a unit already, this time around you can choose which other unit you don't have. Yeah.
All right, yeah. What are people saying in the comments, Barlene?
Right, they are very, very worried about whether we get a free ticket or not. Yeah, we'll talk
about that. More info is coming. Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that yet.
Yeah. Don't worry about it at all, but don't worry about it yet.
Don't worry.
Yeah, just stay tuned. We're gonna have more information
okay.
about that shortly. But before we get to that, we're gonna first take a look at the event. Next, let's go ahead and get that slide up on screen.
All right.
Yes, here we have it. Otherworldly Renegades. This is a mining event in which you will search various ruins and excavate loads of treasure. When you clear certain quests, a flash quest will spawn. In the flash quest, the boss Ultra Chronos will be returning from the previous collab. It is a very cool 2D style fight, so you will want to go ahead and check it out. In addition, after February 6th maintenance, the Coliseum Time Trial rankings will launch. Great rewards will be available based on clear time rankings, so go ahead and try your hand. This time around, Orange Orb Recoverers will be rethemed as Orange Gel. Use these limited time items to recover orange orbs. Following that, we have stamps.
All right.
As in most collabs, new collab exclusive stamps will appear. These can be picked up as you play the event and used even after the event ends, so be sure to look for them and make them yours. Stan, Luke, and Yuri stamps will also be making a second appearance in Redux stamps. Okay, which one of these do you have your eyes on, guys? Barlene, do you have an idea?
Yeah, I like the one with velvet.
Yeah, you cannot escape.
You cannot escape.
Yeah, I have to say, I'll burn it all with Elfin there. It's probably great when you are using a fire attacker or something like that, right?
Yeah, during multi, of course.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, the art on both of the stamps is pretty good, right? Yeah, other side, I think, about this time, people really want to know. There's something they're really dying to know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, are there any special gifts or goodies that we can expect to get if we play?
They definitely are.
Yeah.
Everyone is dying to know. I know that I can see the comments. So let's go ahead and check out the next slide for our answer.
All right.
There we go. Yeah, love it. In this collab, players will receive a Redux collab trade ticket that can be traded for one Redux unit or arc of your choice. To receive the ticket, all you have to do is play the Otherworldly Renegades event and then clear the quest, the Trailblazers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know everyone's going wild about this. Yeah, this is one of those tickets like you get to choose. You get to pick. It's not a random one. So yeah, which unit or arc are you guys going for?
What about you, Knacky?
Yeah, I don't have Battle of Eldrans and Brave Vesperia, so I choose them.
Okay. I have not decided quite yet, but I think that I'm going to probably, I don't know, I'll have to think about it a little bit more. What do you guys in the chat recommend? I think a lot of people are saying, Yuri. Yeah, I don't have Yuri yet, so maybe that's the one I should go with.
It depends who you miss. In actuality, right? Like last time I went, I used quite a lot of crystal only banners. So like the only one I'm missing is Brave best payout.
Oh, wow, wow.
Which is the one I'm going for.
Only one.
Yeah, but if I don't own any of those, I'll probably
Yeah.
go for Storm personally.
All right, there you go. So yeah, Barlene is going to go and complete that set. All right, yeah, and we can see people in the chat saying, this is my first time experiencing this collab. Who will be the best unit to pick? Yeah, go ahead and give some recommendations, guys, in the chat.
You know,
Yeah,
you can definitely ask here.
Yeah. All right, we have more information coming for you still.
Let's
For the
go.
moment, we're going to be talking more about the collab, but do remember that in the latter half of this stream, we're going to be touching on Last Cloudia exclusive improvements as well. So do stick around until then. But for now, we have more information coming for you. On January 23rd, Stan Aileron, Luc von Fabra, and Yuri Lowell will all be receiving Insight.
Yes, insights.
Knacky is going to explain about this, and I will interpret.
OK。はい、じゃあ今回の新規海岸について2点説明させていただきます。まず1点目ですね。新規海岸は対象ユニットを次のように告知しておりましたと。リリース初年度、過去2019年の4月から2020年の3月に登場したユニット。ただし、リリース初年度以降に登場したユニットも対象となる可能性がございますと。で今回の復刻コラボユニットはリリース初年度以降に登場したユニットなので、例外になるんですけれども、やっぱどうしても復刻コラボを開催するので、この3人強化したいということで、新規海岸を実施しております。
Yes, there are 2 points that I should explain about Insight this time around. Previously, I announced that these units would receive Insight. First, units that appeared during year number 1 of the game's release, which is to say from April 2019 through March 2020. The second would be units not released during the first year of the game could be included, but early release units will be enhanced first in no particular order. The Redux units here count as exceptions since they appeared after the first year of the game's release. However, it was clear that a lot of us would want to upgrade the Redux units, and it felt like a shame to let the chance slip by.
Yeah, thank you. 次2点目ですけれども、新規海岸でどれくらい強化されるのかというところですけれども、結論としては、復刻コラボユニットを新規海岸で最大まで強化すると、白騎士メルザや神狩りの神たちを新規海岸で最大強化した時と同じくらいの強さになるような調整をしております。スタン、ルーク、ユーリの3体は、2022年11月に登場したユニットなので、初期と比べるともともとの性能は高くですけども、それを踏まえて新規海岸で習得できるスキルやパラメータの上限の調整をしております。その分必要な素材数も少ないんですけども、ただ最大まで強化すれば、新やメルザと同様に、しっかりと強化を感じられるような調整をしております。
Okay, so to go ahead and interpret that, second I want to talk about how strong Insight makes the units. Essentially, we've balanced these units' Insight so that in the strongest state, it's about the same power level as White Knight Malza and God Hunter Shin after Insight. The 3 units, Stan, Luke, and Yuri, were released in October 2022, and as such, they are more powerful than the early release units. Based on that, we made downward adjustments to the number of materials that are necessary. However, we've made it so that just as with White Knight Malza and God Hunter Shin, you'll really be able to feel the power of those units. As one further note, the skills and specials have a similar feel to other new units, and for that reason, we will not be adjusting the motions as in other cases where Insight is unlocked. Arlene, what do you think?
Yeah, it's great to hear that, you know, there's a lot more power coming from these Redux units. I mean, not that they were bad. I mean, all 3 of the Redux units, they were pretty good to begin with. Yeah, but I think a lot of people would want to know, like the details in terms of how much they're getting stronger. So, can you share something about that?
Sure. For the moment, let's go ahead and just look at Stan, who's one of the most representative of the 3 units. Stan is a fire attacker who is skilled at putting enemies into break. Our spotlight will naturally be on Insight-related points, so let's go ahead and get that slide up on the screen. Stan's abilities include Fire Giga Drive, Giant Killing 4, and 1 Blade Breaker 3. His capacity as a breaker is only enhanced further by such abilities as 1 Blade Breaker 3. In addition, the abilities Fire Giga Drive and Giant Killing 4 serve to boost the unit's firepower when they are earned. When it comes to Insight, we have Insight, Fire Weak Point Breakthrough, and Insight Fire Break LB, or Limit Break. These 2 powerful skills both boost Stan's strengths, break, and fire weak points. On this stream, we're only going to show you Insight details for Stan Aileron, but don't worry, there is another place where you will be able to get a feel for the Insight of Redux, arcs, and units. So on to that next slide.
Right.
Yes, it is the Insight unit test play quests. These are going to be appearing In these quests, you will be able to play using the units Stan Aileron, Luke von Fabra, and Yuri Lowell with fully unlocked insight. Be sure to check out their skills, specials, and more. I'll just give you a very brief rundown while on stream of how Luke and Yuri will change according to insight. Luke is a light attacker with powerful extra attacks. His learnable skills include Brute Buster and Light Attack Raise 4, and with insight he is able to learn skills that make him a more capable light attacker than before. Yuri is an attacker whose OL or overlimit is able to annihilate enemies in one fell blow. His learnable skills include Earth Giga Drive, Earth Attack Raise 4, and other powerful skills. With insight, it's possible to unlock skills that make the OL buff even more powerful. Claudia's official YouTube channel is going to upload videos of Luke and Yuri's abilities right after the stream ends, so be sure to check at that time. And you got a little special preview of our next new in-game feature. That's right, as a matter of fact, there is special content that we would like you to try out for the collab units that you have unlocked insight for. In the 2024 year-end roadmap, we touched on a new format ranking event. That probably rings a bell for many of you. The collab period will mark the first time that we hold the event, so I want to go ahead and tell you about that now. Let's get that slide back up on screen one more time. Okay, yes, it is an event entitled Unit Damage Rankings. In this event, players make a party that contains the required unit or units, and then compete to deal the most damage using that setup. This event is going to be held 2 times during the upcoming collab period. The first time, which takes place from January 30th, 11 p.m. through February 3rd, 9:59 a.m. Pacific Time. The required units will be Stan Aileron, Luke von Fabra, and Yuri Lowell. The second time around, taking place February 6th, 11 p.m. through February 10th, 9:59 a.m. Pacific Time. The required units will be Velvet Crow, Alphen, and Kyle the Swordsman. Knacky-san is going to guide us along as we play through the event. Do note that since this is a development build of the game, it is subject to change though, so this might not be exactly what you see in the game when you play.
Okay, let's go ahead.
Yeah, when you're ready.
Take a look. Okay.
Please do take things away, Knacky-san.
First, insight into play quests, and next, unit damage rankings.
Okay, sounds good. And I will interpret for you as you speak.
Yes. じゃあ、スター見ていきましょう。強くなってるからね。
Okay, yeah, you can see that, yeah, our character is quite strong here.
Okay. ほい。まずは、通常攻撃したいんだけど。
Okay, yeah, first we're just going to go ahead and fire off a regular attack.
じゃあ、特技1を使います。
Okay, and first we're going to use skill number, next we use skill number 1.
ダメージだいぶ上がってますね。
Yeah, you can see that the damage is really quite boosted.
Yeah. 特技2を使います。
Now we use skill 2.
18万とかだったんですね。
Yeah, there's 180,000.
Yeah. で、特技3。
Okay, and skill 3.
はい。非常にダメージが上がっていることが分かるかなと
Yeah,
思
you
うん
can see
です
that
けども、
damage has risen quite a bit. However,
でスタンの本領はブレイクした時なんですよ。
okay, but what really makes Stan special is when he's, is break.
いや、なんでちょっとブレイクしているところをお見せしましょうか。
Yeah, so let's go ahead and show you his break abilities.
Okay. Go.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, yep, and there we go. And our opponent is put in the break.
24万ぐらいなんですね、ダメージが。
Yeah, and you can see the damage has
Yeah.
risen by about 240,000.
Yeah.
So like 243.
Yeah.
本当にブレイクした普通にしたスタンが。
Yeah, it's really a powerful breaker.
それも最高の超必殺技ね。
Yeah, you can see that is,
Yeah.
the special is extremely powerful.
はい。という感じで、今スタンやりましたけど、ルークとかユーリもメンテナンス後に皆さんの方で触っていただけるので、ぜひプレイしてみてください。
Okay, definitely. And yeah, once maintenance is complete, go ahead and be sure to check these out and test them out on your own.
ちょっとダメージランキング、一旦画面を落としてもらっていいかな。はい。次ダメージランキングです
Next
ね。
are damage rankings.
ちょっと画面準備中ですと。
Okay. Yeah, currently waiting for it to load. Should be on screen any moment. Yeah, Epic Tetsu is saying hype. Oh, there we go.
OK。
Okay.
はい。
Right, unit damage rankings.
はい、ダメージランキングやっていきましょう。まずちょっと見慣れない画面ですけど、
Yeah, this is a screen that you're probably seeing for the first time.
ここで、自分のランキングが見れますと。
Yeah, you can see your own personal ranking if you tap view.
今回3人キャラクターいるので、今回スタン、ユーリ、ルーク、ユーリで、それぞれ、 ダメージどんぐらい与えててランキング何位なのかみたいなのがこの画面で見れ
Yeah,
る
and there are 3 characters there, and for each of them you can see. Oh, you want to keep that on screen?
いやいやまあ右下の
すみません、ちょっとまだ説明してるんで、
これね。
英語で説明してるの
Okay,
で、
okay,
ちょっと画面見せてもらう。Okay, so you have the 3 units there on screen, and for each one of them there is a thing that says most damage and something that says ranking, and for each one of these units you are able to play a required unit quest and see your totals here on screen.
Yeah, thank you. あとまあ右下のランキングボタンでもね見られますけれども。
Yeah, and you can also see that from the bottom right hand button as well.
OK。じゃあ、やっていきます。じゃあ今回スタンをやりま
Okay,
す。
let's go ahead and show off Stan.
はい。ちょっとプレイする前におさらいもしつつなんですけれども、
Okay, let's do a little review prior to starting out.
編成は、指定されたユニットと合わせて3体まで。
Okay, so including the required unit, parties are made up of 3 units.
はい。で大事なのは、指定ユニットのダメージでランキングを競うというイベントですね。
Okay, and really the crux of this is that it's a unit in which you battle for the most damage dealt with the required unit.
はい、で今 3人いるんだけど、まあ、ダメージカウントされるのは今回スタンだけなので、例えばスタンのダメージを伸ばせるような、まあ、バッファーを入れるとかデバッファーを入れるとかっていうのがおすすめですね。
So although there are 3 units there in the party, the one whose damage is counted is exclusively stun. So in the other 2 slots, you're going to want to include buffers and debuffers that will really increase the amount of damage that he's able to deal.
Yeah, thank you. で、あと、スタン今これ所持しているんですけども、所持していない場合は NPC のスタンが自動的に編成されます。
Right, so yeah, although we do on this account have stun, if we were not to have him, then the slot would be automatically filled in by an NPC version of the character.
なんで、まあ、それで持ってなくても遊ぶことはできるんだけど、その場合はランキングには入りません。
Yeah, so in that case, you will be able to still play the event. However, you will not be able to compete in the final rankings.
そこを踏まえてちょっと一回やってみましょうか。
Okay, so with that out of the way, let's go ahead and give it a shot.
新規海岸すごい喜んでくれてるね。
Okay, yeah, people are really enjoying it quite a bit, huh?
Yeah,
About the
yeah. I mean,
insight.
Stun is like really, really good right now.
Yeah.
いやいや。はい。で、今画面の右上にタイムが出てま
Yeah,
す
you
ね
can。see the time on the upper right hand
Yeah.
corner of the screen.
で、90秒以内にどれだけダメージが与えられるかと。
And yeah, the point of this is to see how much damage you can deal within 90 seconds.
でこのトータルダメージっていうのが、このまず指定されたキャラクター、スタンが与えたダメージになります。
Okay, and this total damage number there is based on the number that the required unit stun is dealing.
はい。ちょっと離れてみると、カイネがすごい攻撃してますけど、トータルダメージが増えてるんですね。
Okay, you can see that, yeah, Kaine there is continuing to deal damage, but that does not increase the total damage number.
いやいや。なんで、できるだけスタンで与えダメージを与えていきましょうと。
Okay, so we want to use stun as much as possible to deal as much damage as we can.
で今回、まあ、試しでニコテリアとカイネを入れていくんですけれども、
Yeah, and we have Spirit Maiden Kyria there in the party.
なんですけど、まあ、もっと全然こう多分いろんなユニットの組み合わせとかあると思うので、まあ、これやったら一番スタンのダメージが出るっていう組み合わせを探しながら遊んでほしいですね。
But, there are a lot of units that we could potentially put in there, so go ahead, try it out, mix and match, and see which unit will help Stan enable, which will enable Stan to do the most damage possible.
であとは、演出中に時が止まるやつがあると思うんですけど、今回の、コンテンツではですね、演出中の時間が進みます。
So you'll note that, in some Last Buddy content, during animations, time will stop. However, in this event, time does not stop for animations, so you will want to take that into consideration when building the party.
いい時間が来ましたと。はい。
And there we go, time is up.
はい。で、トータルダメージが、
Okay, you can see our total damage is how much? What total do we have there? Okay, yeah, 36 million.
いや、でこの
36.7 million.
いやいや。で、このトータルダメージが今回のバトルで与えたダメージですね。
Yeah, and total damage is the amount of damage that we dealt this time.
で、モストダメージがこれまでのプレイで一番高かった記録ですね、自分の。
Okay, and most damage is the most damage that you have dealt up until now. It's like your high score,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
to speak.
なんで、このダメージをどれだけ伸ばせるかっていうところで遊んでもらうコンテンツで
Okay,
す。
so this is the goal of this content is to try to up those numbers as much as you possibly can.
はい。で、あとちょっと補足になってくるんですけども、今回このダメージランキングコラボ期間で初めて開催するんですけれども、今後もコラボ期間以外でもですね、普通のラスクラのユニットで、不定期に指定ユニットを変えながら開催していく予定です。
Okay, so yeah, this time we're holding this event alongside a collab for the first time. However, it's not going to be a collab exclusive event. It will be held at irregular intervals, and the required units will be periodically swapped out.
はい、あとランキングなんですけれども、ランキングはですね、指定されたユニット、今回スタン、ユーリ、ルークって3体いましたけど、そのユニットごとに30位以上になると古代図書館に掲載されます。
Okay, and yeah, rankings for each individual unit are going to be logged in the ancient library for every individual unit.
いやいやで、あとはランキング報酬についてですね。
Okay, and now we're going to touch on the ranking rewards.
はい、ランキング報酬はクリスタルになっています。
These are crystals.
いやなので一点物の装備とかアイテムとかっていうのはないので、基本的には指定ユニットを使ってどれだけダメージを出せるかっていうのを楽しんでもらえるっていうコンテンツになっていますと。
Okay, so note that for the rewards, these are crystals, they're not one-off unique items, and the goal of the event is to have fun seeing how much damage you're able to deal using the required unit. It's a bit more casual, and the rewards aren't necessarily as splashy as some other events. However, it's worth noting, Shogo, right?
Yeah, Shogo.
There are flares that are not for individual units, but for how much you've played the event and how you've ranked in the event.
例えば30位以上を1回とか。
Yeah. So it's like, for example, rank 30th, one time or however many times.
いやはい、となります。
All right.
あとちょっとゲーム内で伝え忘れたんですけど、リトライとかもね、いつも通りできるので、メニューボタンからリトライできるので。
Oh, okay, and you can just try again from the menu button.
いや
No need to go to the main menu and then back.
はい、説明は以上ですかね。はい。That wraps up
Yes.
on screen demonstration.
It does indeed.
Okay.
All right. Oh, I'm burning up in here. It's hot in the studio.
Yeah, I think to sum it up, like this is pretty much a brand new type of ranking event, right? So unlike the usual, time attack ranking event, time trials, where you go for how fast you can beat all the enemies. This time around, it's like the opposite, I would say.
Yeah.
Like this time around,
Yeah.
you cannot beat the enemy. You have to play to see how much damage you can do to
Yeah.
the enemy within the set amount of time. But the only one that counts is the designated unit, right? So it's not like set up three units in your team, all three are attackers. You can kill the game faster.
Yeah.
It's not that kind of content.
I'm just curious. What happens with insta kill effects? なんか即死効果ってなんか発動するんですかね？
即死効果は発動しない。
Okay, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, insta kill effects do not activate.
That doesn't work.
Yeah, I was going to say, how would that work?
Yeah,
But
so
I guess
yeah,
it does not.
you cannot kill the enemy basically.
Yeah.
あと何回もできるんですかっていうのあったんですけど、何回でもできます。オーブもゼロです。
Okay, yeah, and it requires 0 orbs, so you can just play as many times as you want.
いや。
So it's a really good place to just experiment. All right.
以上かな。
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That wraps up
Ah,
our
thank you.
on-screen demonstration. All right.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Knacky-san. There is just one shop item that I want to share with you. Let's go ahead and see the next slide. It is the Redux Collab Trade Ticket Insight set. This is a set jam-packed with materials required for Insight as well as Redux Collab Trade Ticket that can be used to trade for the Redux Arc or Redux unit of your choice. It is available for 4,500 paid crystals, so be sure to take a look. Okay, up until now we've touched on in-game information, but now I would like to take a look at social media promotions. Let's check out the next slide. To celebrate this collab event, Last Cloudia will be holding a repost and share promotion. To take part, just follow the official Last Cloudia X, Twitter, or Facebook account, and repost or share the promo post. If the Japanese and English versions of the promo post reach a total of the following numbers of reposts and or shares, all Last Cloudia players will get these items. Plus, 3 randomly selected participants will win a $25 US store gift code. You will definitely want to participate. This runs from after maintenance on January 23rd all the way through January 28th at 6:59 a.m. Pacific time.
Yeah, and as you can see, if we clear all the goals, we get a total of how much is it? 15 tickets, right?
15
Uh-huh.
tickets, yeah.
5
yeah.
for each of the gacha.
Yeah.
Awesome, yeah. So lots of chances to pull. All right, up until now we've touched on collab units and the collab event, but what I want to look at now is improvements that were made to Last Cloudia. Let's get a list of them on screen. Okay, we are going to give you a sneak peek at these in just a moment, but first I just want to prime you for what you're about to see with a little bit of an explanation. So for the first of these, which I think is the most complicated to explain, but pretty simple once you see it in game, we've added a feature to set the same slot of multiple conquer bases with the same unit and conquer time. So, is our example if Imperial Capital Aldana, Conquer Slot 1 is filled with Kyle the Swordsman for 20 hours, and you go ahead and tap the multi-set button, or check mark it is, I think actually, Blaze Garden and Saika Village Conquer slots will also be filled with Kyle the Swordsman for 20 hours. Do note that you're not able to set units in Conquer slots that you have not yet unlocked. If a given unit is already in one slot of a Conquer base, and you try setting the unit in another slot via this new feature, only the Conquer time will be overwritten, not the slot. This might sound a little bit abstract, so let me go ahead and put it in more specific terms. If you do a multi-set of Kyle the Swordsman in Imperial Capital Aldana's Conquer Slot 1, and Blaze Garden's Conquer Slot 5 already contains Kyle the Swordsman, in Blaze Garden, Kyle the Swordsman will remain in Conquer Slot 5. Again, it might be a little bit hard to visualize this in your head, so I'll show you this to you in the actual game soon. We've also improved the sub-arc feature to auto-set arcs for all 3 units at once. After this improvement, sub-arcs cannot be auto-set for individual party members. We've also improved the Unlock All feature so that players are able to select whether they want to unlock up to 5-star or 6-star abilities. This is going to be quite convenient. We've also improved the party screen to loop around from end to beginning. Again, another seemingly minor quality of life improvement that I think will make a big positive experience for everyone who's playing the game. And we also have made some other various UI improvements. So, now that you've heard the explanation, let's see what all of that actually looks like. Knacky-san, here I will allow you to do the honors again. Go ahead and explain, and I will interpret.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a look.
All right, let's do it.
はい。じゃあまず討伐からいきましょう。
All right, let's look at the Conquer first.
今回の討伐は今まで1体ずつ変えていかなきゃいけなかったの
Yeah,
が、
so up until now you've had to change each unit individually,
いやそれが一気にできるようになるよと。
but now you're able to do a bunch of changes at once.
Okay. で今スタンが一番上に全部入ってますと。
So you can see that at present, Stan is in the top slot for all places.
Okay. でこれを、カイロに変えましょうと。
We're going to go ahead and change that to Kyle.
Okay. でこのダイアログに新しく一括設定みたいなのが書かれてますね、ここ。
And you can see that now there is a new checkbox there that says give all bases the same setting.
Okay. じゃあこれで OK をします。
And we're going to go ahead and tap that.
と全部カイロに変わってます
Okay,
ね。
and each Conquer base has been changed.
はい。で、基本的にはこんな感じで変えられるんですけど、1個注意事項があって、
Okay, so essentially this works just as you've seen it, but there is one thing to sort of bear in mind.
はいはい。例えば今ここに、オルダーナのところに2枠目にレイが入ってますと。
So you can see here that in the Aldana base, Ray is in slot number 2.
Okay. で、じゃあここで他のところで一番上にレイを一括設定します
Now
と。
let's go to another base and then give all bases the same setting for Ray and see what happens.
Okay. すると、基本的に一番上にレイが入ってるんだけ
You
ど、
can see that essentially in the top slot, Ray is included.
だけど最初のここだけは2枠目のままになってます。
However, for in Imperial Capital Aldana, the first place, Ray will remain in the second slot where we put him.
はい。なんで、すでに入っているところは、場所が変わらなかったりするんだけど、基本的には横1ですっていうのかな、同じユニット、同じ時間が設定できるようになります。
Okay, so essentially, there is an exception if one of the characters is contained in a different slot already, but essentially, all of the Conquer bases will be lined up with the same character in each one of them, in
Thank
each
you.
slot.
Yeah, thank you. じゃあ討伐は以上で、続いて、能力解放のまとめて解放ですね。いきましょうか。
All right, and let's go ahead and check out the multi-ability unlocks up to 5 and 6 stars.
Okay. Unlock all. はい。
Okay, and there you can see,
今まで星5までだったのが星6が選べるようになってますね。
Okay, and there you can now, there's a toggle button whether you want to choose 5-star or 6-star to unlock to.
Yeah. 星6、条件満たしている、要するに限界突破星6を開放している必要があるんですけれども、条件を満たしていればここで6を選択できると。
So, in order to do the 6-star unlock, you will naturally have to have already unlocked the character's 6-star unlocks. But if you've done that, then you will be able to just go ahead and do that all at once, to unlock everything all at once.
はい。で、ここは以上になりま
All
す。
right, that just about does it there.
最後、パーティーのループですね。
Okay, now let's go ahead and check out the party loop.
今、パーティー1からパーティー
Now you can see we're at party 1 and we can go ahead and, loop around to party 10 without sliding through 10 screens.
これ地味にめんどくさかったからね。
Yeah, it was really quite annoying before, but now It's extremely simple to do.
Hi.
There's also a little bit more to share about this,
いやい
isn't
や
there?
ちょっとおまけなんですけど、ここの下の丸、今何番にいるかっていうのが書いてあるんだけど、ここを押すとね、ジャンプできます。
Yeah, this is just a little bit of a bonus, but those little orb indicators down at the bottom,
Yeah.
you're able to press on those and immediately jump to the party that you want to show on the screen.
いや、ただちょっとちっちゃいんだよね。
Yeah, they're pretty small though.
いや、なんでここはもうちょっと押しやすくする改善を今後入れます。
So going forward, we do plan at some point to
Right.
make those a little bit bigger and easier to use. But
Yeah.
for now, they were not there before, and now they are there.
いやいや、まあちょっとそこお待ちいただければってとこ
Yeah,
です
so
かね。
just if you would please bear with us while we work to improve that.
Yeah.
I think at the moment it probably works better with a bigger screen, right? If you are playing on tablets or on the Steam version, it probably works better.
い
Yeah,
やいやいや。はい、
definitely.
以上かな。はい。
I think that
Okay.
just about does it for that.
Yeah, that's wraps up our screen demonstration.
All right, well, thank you very much for that. So let's go ahead then and share the next thing. This is big. I'm excited
Yeah.
about
Yeah,
this.
we're not done
yeah.
yet. We're not
No, we
done
still
yet.
have a lot more exciting
Okay.
information. Here's something that's new. During the year-end Last Cloudia live stream, we let you know our plans to release new content known as World Raids. Okay, so raise your hand if you're one of the folks who remembers. Anyone in the
Yeah,
chat, raise your hand.
Oh.
I'm looking for your raised arm
Yeah,
emojis.
yeah.
But yeah, we want to share with you about something which is, I don't know, can we get the slide on the screen? We want to share with you.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go. World Raids, Sealed Temple Regenesis. We're going to go ahead and share how things are progressing. And we've got a few screenshots here to help. So if you would, go and take a look.
Okay.
Let's go.
画面出るかな ?OK。
Okay, there we go.
Alright.
Yeah.
Good. Awesome. All right, and here we have it. To start things off, we have the screen which you see before you, in which you battle with a World Raid boss. I have to say it's pretty cool to see the development version of this screen. Even I don't necessarily have the chance to see those all the time. So I'm definitely getting excited. Although the screen here is currently in Japanese, that's only because the localization hasn't been implemented yet, and we will have localized versions of this, whether it's English or traditional Chinese or Korean. There will be versions of this eventually in your local language, so stay tuned to that. That said, I have to say I'm going to explain a few of the screens, things on the screen that you're seeing now. You'll see that there are a fixed number of times that you are able to battle each day, and that number of times is indicated on the big battle button in the center of the screen. It says right now 1 out of 3, which is to say that there will be 3 battles total that you're able to fight, and this will be battle number 1. Up on the top on that red bar, we have an indication of the quantity of HP that the boss has, which we're collectively fighting against, as well as the amount of damage dealt. So you see that red indicator there at the top of the screen. That's what that is. We also have a big blue practice button on the right-hand side of the screen, which is a place where you can keep testing out strategies even after you use up the number of times that you're able to attack the boss. So going forward, we will put together a place where it is possible to learn about this in more detail, so hold tight until then. Now here is another advanced screenshot from World Raids. Let's see that on screen now. Can we get that? There we go. This screen features an actual boss fight. The number smack dab in the middle of the screen is a cut-in indicator that appears on screen after you deal more than a set amount of damage. We're planning to make it so that the appearance of the cut-in actually changes based on how much damage you deal. The total amount of damage that you deal is always shown on the right-hand side of the screen. Note that the boss that you see on screen, though, is just a placeholder for now while we continue developing the actual boss. Please don't feel disappointed or excited because it's going to be Bahamut, because it's not going to be Bahamut. It's going to be a new boss that we're developing. By now, you are probably curious as to when everyone will actually have the chance to play this event. Yeah, and I have a date for you in the next slide. Can we see it? Can we get that slide on
yeah.
screen?
Right.
There we go. World Raids, Sealed Temple Regenesis, February 20th release.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is right. The event launches February 20th.
Yeah.
That's like what, less than the month. Right?
Yeah, it's right around the
Yeah,
corner.
yeah. 1 month.
Yeah, all of our engineers, all of our developers are hard at work on that right now. The localization is mostly complete.
Oh,
but
that's good to hear.
yeah. I'm
yeah.
sure there will still be a little bit of tweaking as we try to make this event as great as possible. So yeah, look forward to that. 6 as Anti-Gravity, and I'm right with you there. I do want to see that. Michael De Leon, nice. Thanks,
Yeah,
LC team.
thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you. Thank you for being a part of the
Thank
game.
you.
All right, this music is pumping me up too, and we have more information for you yet. That's right.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, this one is the Invite a Friend promo.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not that
exciting.
epic. Yeah, not as exciting. Not as exciting, but it is a good chance to get up to 10,000 crystals. And I have to say, that is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
The Invite a Friend promo, yeah, that's right, it's coming. During the January 16th maintenance, the number of friends that have been invited up until now will be reset. It's a chance to get even more invite rewards, so you want to take this chance to share your invite code with friends. What's being reset is the number of invitations that inviters can make. Invitees' progress, however, is being maintained to ensure that you are able to get rewards. A lot of players are probably already aware, but in case you're not, I'm just going to give you a rundown of how this promo works. So to put it simply, in this promo, people who invite and people who get invited are able to get rewards. When all progress goals are achieved, it's possible to receive over 10,000 crystals, and the collab is a great chance to invite others. So let's just take a quick look at the rules for sending invites in the invite promo. Could I see the next slide, please?
All right.
There we go. To send invites, at least 2 days must have passed since you installed last Cloudia, and you must have cleared the quest 1-12 Zuglis, the Onyx Apostle. To accept invites, no more than 31 days may have passed since you installed last Cloudia, and you may not have cleared the quest 1-12 Zuglis, the Onyx Apostle. So those are the requirements for new players. However, there's also a requirement for returning players. You must have gone at least 30 days without logging in, and you must have logged in fewer than 8 days since then. There have been a load of substantial quality of life improvements, like the sub-art system. I'll let you say this first. Sorry,
Okay.
I started interpreting before
い
you
やそう
spoke.
ね。いやまあ
Sorry about
サ
that.
ブワークが入ったりとか、
Yeah.
バトルスキップ入ったりとか、あとはまあ本当にここ多分結構システム的には遊びやすくなってると思うんですよ。まあもちろんまだまだね使いづらいとこいっぱいありますよ。まあでもそこも直していきますし、であとまあねワールドレイドもさっき始まってありましたけど、まあテイルズコラボもありますので、ぜひこの機会に友達をいっぱい誘ってください。
All right. Yeah. Oh, I see someone in the chat though saying before I interpret, Boogie Thug Rose says I have no friends. I gotta say this is the perfect chance to make some friends.
Oh
Go
yeah,
ahead.
that's a good opportunity, right? You can
Yeah.
post here too.
Yeah. Go ahead and post here. Yeah, post in the chat. Why not? Yeah. But to continue the interpretation, there have been a lot of substantial quality of life improvements like the sub-arc system, battle skip, and flares that are particularly noticeable for veteran players. I'm aware that there is still more work to be done, and as a player of Last Cloudia, there are a load of improvements to playability that I would like to see. The new World Raids content is also going to go live soon, so it is the perfect time to play Last Cloudia with friends who have not been active lately or are new to the game.
一人1万人は誘ってほしいですね。
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So the collab is just around the corner, right? We have like what 2 days away from the collab, so
Yeah,
this
exactly.
is a very good chance to to return to the game, or you can also get your friends to return.
Yeah.
I think I should mention this, like the invite friend promo. It doesn't just work for new players; it also works for returning players, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, time has really flown by. We're almost at the top of the hour, but if you would, please help us sign off tonight with a comment,
Yeah.
if you want. Knacky-san and Barlene. Barlene, you want to go first?
Yeah, okay, I'll go first. So yeah, as you just see, the Tales of Collab is just around the corner, right? And this time around, you get a ticket. We have so much stuff, new stuff here too. And there's also the new gacha, which is a better pickup rate, right? Yeah. All in all, yeah, we have very exciting, new content, new ranking, and the world rate too, right? Yeah, that's come very soon.
All right.
And yeah, and just to add to that, we have a lot of quality of life improvements too. Yeah, fully past about a year now already. We have made so much quality of life.
It's really been a lot.
Right? Yeah, there's been a lot, right? Like most of those were pretty minor, but I think it adds up about this time, right? Yeah, so I hope it's a lot better, a lot more fun and more friendly for you to play now.
Yeah, I think if you were to go back and watch some videos of the game and what the UI looked like and the UX were like a year ago, you'd see that things really have improved quite a bit since then.
Yeah.
Naki-san, what do you have to say?
Okay. ちょっとコメントの前にすごくこうルークのインサイトまだですかって人がいるんですよ。
Before I go ahead and give that comment, there are tons of people in the chat asking,
Yeah.
is Luke's insight like not coming yet?
ルークのインサイトは配信が終わった後かな。YouTube チャンネルの方に上がるのでそちらを見ていただければと。
Okay, so as soon as the stream wraps up, just stick around on our YouTube channel. Go ahead and we should have that up very soon for you after this ends.
はい、ありがとうきっと。
Is it going to be up immediately after it ends, or maybe a few minutes later?
Yeah, I think it'll be like what, an hour or two after the stream.
Okay.
I have it set up already.
Okay, so it's not going to be immediate. Do check back in about an hour, and we should have it up for you then.
OK、それを見てもらうということで、はい、じゃあ改めてコメントになりますけども、ご視聴ありがとうございました。
Yeah, thank you very much for watching.
で、今回ね、ベルベット、アルフェン、そしてスタン・ルークよりのインサイトと、非常に喜んでいただけたかなと思っています。
Okay, so for Velvet, Luke, and Stan Insight, I think that everyone has been quite excited.
あとはね、改善事項とか、ワールドレードですね、持ってきて、そこもすごくいい反応をいただけて、すごくやっぱり励みになりますと。
Okay, and it's very encouraging to see how excited everyone is about the improvements and the world raids.
いや、で、ちょっと誰かコメントでね、6年目も非常にいいスタートを切っていますよと。
Oh, okay, and someone in the comments said that it looks like year number 6 of Last Cloudia is kicking off really well.
今年も本当素晴らしく、ワクワクするような年にしていくので、今回のコラボも楽しんでいただいて、その先もずっと応援してほしいですね。
Okay, so yeah, we're going to kick off the year with this wonderful collab and then continue to make Last Cloudia a game that you're excited to play and that you're excited to support.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so yeah, that just about does it. I want to thank you all for joining us on the stream. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining us. It's always really fun to see you here on the stream. Cryptman, been here since the start. You have.
You have.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us. It's always great to see you. Star Dragon JP says, crazy to think we've been playing that long. Yeah, definitely. And I'm so happy to be here with you. Number one game for me always, says
thank you.
87. Thank you so much.
Oh man, time flies, right?
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Darcia3 and Yo Unadi, Black Rose, Mars Wonderboy. Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you.
Michael De Leon, Epic Tetsu. All you guys, I love you. Have a wonderful evening. And yeah, we'll see you around soon. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
See ya.
傲慢精霊も大魔師も食らい尽くす。最悪のクーマだ。食らい尽くす。ファランクスレイド、ナイトメアクロン。容赦しない。ここが地獄ならさらにそこまで付き合いな。泥まで食らえ、インパルスディザイア。どんなに苦しくて悲しくても私はこの復讐をやり遂げる。利用できるものは利用する。目的のためならね。この程度で止まるわけにはいかない。ラストクラウディアコラボ開催。